Hi, my name is Francois, and today I want to do a quick overview of the Centerm operating system, the Linux-based operating system called TOS. So let's go over all of the settings quickly. At the left bottom you'll see the power options. Then you have the settings button. Then you have the network connection showing the current IP address. Then you have the wireless connection showing the currently connected access point. On the right hand side you have your date and your time. In the middle it has the fields where a user can fill in their username and password to connect to the currently configured server connection. Let's go into settings. Here you'll just have a basic overview of the software on the unit, the model name, the version information showing the build number of the firmware, agent, that is the management software agent number, build number, software information shows the Citrix receiver version, VMware Horizon View version, and the Microsoft RDP client version. Let's go into management mode. The default password here is admin, capital A, the rest lowercase. Here you can change the name of the device. Let's go into personalization. Here you can set the screen resolution. You can also set the unit for dual or single screens depending on the model. Most units do support dual screen. Audio is where you can specify the speaker and Microsoft volume. Mouse is where you can configure the mouse buttons, left or right, as the primary mouse button. You can also set the mouse speed. Let's go to cloud service. This is where you'll set up your server connection. We have an option for Citrix, RDP, and VMware Horizon View. Just quickly go through each of them. Here are the options for Citrix. As you can see, you have the PN agent, web interface and storefront, and there are smart card and IC card options as well. Servers, where you will enter your server address. Automatic login is where you can pre-populate certain entries for the user, for example the username or the domain name, so that the user wouldn't have to type it in every time he wants to log in. You can also see some device redirection options. Connection bar option is basically just a bar at the top of the screen. And then you have all of your HDX redirection options. Let's go to RDP. Similar settings to Citrix. Some device redirection as well. Experience. I would recommend that you enable smooth font smoothing. That basically just enables clear type and makes text more crisp in the session. You have an option for RD gateway, and you have an option to use a connection broker. Let's go to VMware View. You have security options. You have the protocol options, where you can use either PC over IP, VMware Blast, or RDP. Just want to scroll through all of the settings. Again, you have device redirection options and some experience options and advanced options. Let's go into network. Now, depending on the model, you might only have a network adapter and not a wireless adapter as well. Wireless adapter is optional on all of the models, so you might not have wireless adapter. Here you'll be able to configure the IP address. You can set it to static or to obtain automatically via a DHCP server. Let's go to language and keyboard. Here you can set it to a different region. Let's go to time and date. The time and date can be set to sync with a time server, or you can set it manually. Let's go to agent. Agent is where you can either specify a management software server IP address, or it can be pre-populated when you discover it with the management server software. The management software is called CDMS. It's an optional component on the Centerm Frontline. Let's go to management mode, password. This is where you can change the default passwords for the settings on the Frontline to your own password. The default password, as mentioned before, is admin, capital A. Let's go to peripheral. This is where you can enable storage and USB printers on the device. Certificate. This is where you can import a certificate onto the local device via either USB storage connected to the device locally or via FTP server on the network. Power. This is where you can set the display to turn off after a certain amount of minutes. You can also schedule the device to shut down daily at a specified time. Just be sure that the time is set correct on the unit, otherwise it would shut down during a time when it is not supposed to. Network tools. You're able to ping an IP address on the network, and you're able to do a trace route. Switch desktop. This is where you can switch the user interface to a more traditional desktop user interface. This has a bit more options, but generally most customers prefer to use the current interface. And that's basically all of the settings. Thank you for listening.